Hey, Keyboards, what do you say? What do you notice? Keep DPS are coming right at ya, man. And hey, me and my buddy Tommy, we're talking about keyboards, and he was talking about this one guy was using the Stage 3, and he was playing 4 keyboard ports on the one keyboard. All right, and now I know with the gear I have, I could do that. And but the one point I'm going to point out to you guys, you got music, your ability to play it, and but there's other things that I call the politics of music, which is things you do to get yourself noticed. All right, and I've always been a ham bone. I grew up a child prodigy because I come from a musical family, so I was always a show off, and and I personally believe keyboards are a frontline instrument. If you sing, you play a lead, you shouldn't be shoved in the back behind there where nobody can see you. And my point is that yeah, you could do a lot of parts on one keyboard if you want to, but what you're losing is you're losing the wow factor. And what I mean by the wow factor is, even personally, when I see one guy with one keyboard, you know what? I'm not going to really look at him that much, unless he does a solo or something. But um, I get a lot of people watching me play. Um, I hear this more from my wife than I do myself because I'm a keyboard freak. So when I am doing a lot of stuff, I'm always looking at my keyboards, and I don't look out a lot. And also sometimes you look out a lot if you're doing a lot of parts. You look out a lot. It will take your mind off what you're doing, and in my case, usually I'll fuck up if I do something like that. Then I'm off to work. Shit, you know. So you want to be doing that, but the thing is about the wow factor is when you have more than one keyboard, you're drawing people to you, and even me, I even I love the appearance of a nice looking rig. I try to keep my cabling neat. I put LEDs on my keyboards and stuff like that. Um, yeah, it really looks cool for the audience, but the bottom line is I like it. It sends an ambiance to me that when I see my keyboards changing different colors, it just gives me a nice cool mood. Just like when I see a Leslie spinning around. And but the thing is, the wow factor is yeah, you could play a lot of parts on one keyboard, but the thing is if you want to draw people to get yourself known, there's like a wow factor into a lot of things. Like a good example. Let me think of a song. Um, okay, the letter. All right. I usually start this off, and I sing it. All right, and so I'll start like. And so give me a ticket for an airplane. I ain't got time to think about train. the things you can do and just kind of draw attention to. I actually did this kind of sloppy, but this is early in the morning and I'm not fully awake yet. But, you know, that's why I always do 3 keyboards. You know, what I do is I mainly keep the bottom keyboard pianos and layers. All right, middle keyboard's pretty much organ and whatever. All right, so I got like a left hand organ here. Leslie on the bottom, yeah. Now I got lead. Or whatever you want to do. I'm just kind of just spewing stuff out. And then you have your top keyboard, your icing parts, whatever you want. And but it really looks good is when you're doing all this stuff. And that's what I call the wow factor. And when you're doing everything on one keyboard, you're losing that. And I know that. I know that. I've been playing. I was messing around with a calculator one day, and I calculated because I played professionally at 14, and I calculated at least every Friday and Saturday. So I calculated 2 nights a week for my period of time of playing, and I've made over 7,000 appearances on stage. Now, that all factors in because there was a lot of times I was playing 7 nights a week, sometimes 6 nights a week, sometimes 4 or 5 nights a week. But I also, you have to incorporate time. If a band breaks up, you may be off a month, you know. So I kind of, that all figures out. So that's a good healthy figure, 7,000. And but the thing is, like, basically what I'm talking about is a wow factor. And if you sing, if you play lead and you're good at it, you know, don't let yourself be drawn into the back line. You know, I've one of the main reasons why I love keyboard players like Keith Emerson. He took us keyboard players out of the dark ages, and he brought us to the front line. Now, if you're one that likes to shred and play your ass off, you deserve to be there. And other keyboard players I grew up with, Greg Rowley from Santana, which Greg went on to form the band Journey. I don't know, a lot of guys know that. And then when they added Steve Perry, kind of Greg didn't like the competition of another singer, so he went into other things. But Greg Rowley, Jimmy Greenspoon, the guy from Steppenwolf a little bit, and I liked it because he was doing a lot of like, he would do like a lot of that stuff, and you know, he'd do a lot of that two-handed stuff on the B3 and stuff. And then these are all guys that really started kicking ass playing. And then once I got into Allman Brothers and stuff, I liked the way Greg Allman had a real clean way of playing the B3. And like if you're doing, let's see if I remember this. Like into that one part. Something like that. You know, I forget the song. It's been decades since I played it, but he just had, the stuff he did was easy, but it was just a nice, beautiful, clean way of playing it. And then when they added Chuck Leavell, oh my God, that's when music really changed. You know, he would like Allman Brothers, the Southbound. You know, did he do that? You know, and stuff like that. And Oh, that's when I fell in love with the piano. Then Billy Powell came along, and my God, then being born a B3 player, now I got to play piano. And but these are all the things that kind of like kicked in, you know. Basically, what I'm saying is the wow factor, guys. The wow factor. Yeah, you could do it on less, but when you're putting on a show, um, when you have the other boards around you, people are going to look more at you. And I know this for a fact. I mean, I'm 65 years old. I played all over the country, but now um, I, I'm just home. You know, I'm home now. I'm off the road and everything. And I just play in a local band. But even at all the nightclubs, guys and girls, they gather on me. They put their cell phones on me, and they're always watching me play. You know, and let's face it, I'm an old man, but I'm still gathering interest of young and old because of the wow factor. And that's my advice to y'all. All right, you may like it, you may not. You might think I'm full of pee pee caca, no substance, but I've been doing it. Wow, for a long time. I know over 55 years, and I've been playing since I was 6. So I don't even know how long I've been. Well, really making money at 14. So do the math, because I'm too brain dead to figure that out. I need more coffee, guys. But anyway, just remember the wow factor. All right. Let me know what you think about it. Am I speaking pee caca, no substance? I don't know. Do you? Okay, man. See you later.